Right behind me, I've got the 2025 Ford F-150 Lightning Lariat. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews here in Canada, so car reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Mayfield Ford for allowing me to review this Lightning. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the F-150 Lightnings, the safety features that you do get with the Lariat model, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing. Now this Lariat does have like 2 or 3 options added to it, so I'll put the window sticker up on the screen right now, so you'll notice those things as I walk around the vehicle. Okay, so let's jump into the different models that you can pick from with the Lightning, and this will be the Pro, XLT, Flash, Lariat, which you're looking at right now, and the Platinum. And as for the safety features that you get with the Lightnings, this will be the Ford Co-Pilot 360. So that includes a ton of things like the pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, bliss with cross traffic alert and trailer tow coverage, lane keeping system, reverse sensing system, and the post-collision braking. Now, in terms of what powers the Lightning, if you're not familiar with these, this is a fully EV truck. There's no engine or anything with it. And depending on the model that you do get, Ford does offer 2 different battery options. So the standard one that you get is the 98 kilowatt hour battery, and this is going to give you 452 horsepower and 775 pound-foot of torque. And towing wise, with that one, you can tow about 7,700 pounds with the max tow package. And if you go without the max tow package, then it's about 5,100 pounds. And in terms of range with that one, you do get about 386 kilometers on a full charge. Now, if you opt for the extended range, which is a 131 kilowatt hour battery, this is going to give you 580 horsepower and the same 775 pound-foot of torque. And in terms of towing, you can tow 7,700 pounds without the max tow package, and with the max tow package, it's about 10,000 pounds. And in terms of range, you get about 515 kilometers of range on a full charge. All right, well, let's start off in the front of this Lightning. Now, this is in all black, as you can see. And if you look at the bumper here, so you have the body color bumper, and then in the middle here, you do have the black plastic and this opening right there. Also, you have the front recovery hooks on the corners there, and the front safety sensors that run across. And then you move into what typically would be a grille on a normal vehicle, but since this is a full EV vehicle, you don't have a grille. Instead, you get this cool looking trimming that runs across, and you can see like the 3D patterning on this. I just love how it looks, and it definitely stands out. And it's in like this almost granite color. So with the black, it definitely stands apart. And in the center here, you do have the Ford badge. And if you look underneath, you do have a front-facing camera. And then you just get into the lights. I love this massive light bar that stretches from end to end. And then, of course, you do have your usual lights right there. These are your LED lights, but this bar definitely looks nice. Also, let me know in the comments down below, do you like the light bar on the Lightning or the Cybertruck? And like I mentioned in the beginning, since this doesn't have no engine or anything, you do have front space in this. So to open that, you can just do it off the key fob, double tap, and it is gonna unlock. It is power opening, of course, so that's a nice thing. And as you can see, you have a very good amount of room in this thing, so you can fit probably a nice size suitcase and just tuck it away in here because the space is pretty good. Also up here, you do have just the light button here, and then of course your hooks, which are built in. And then you do have this plug area with all of these outlets, USB ports, and all of that good stuff. You've got your emergency opening right here, and that's pretty much it for the front. But this is massive. And also down here, you kind of have like a frunk sub trunk, if you want to call it. But here you can just put like your charging cables and whatnot, just small little things. But up here you can fit quite a few things. And if you're wondering exactly how much space the frunk has, well, it's 14.1 cubic feet of space. All right, now coming to the side of the Lightning here, you have the typical F-150 look to it. And if we go and look up top, you do have a full panel roof. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but I'll show you that inside. And then on the pillar here, you do have your easy access. You can put your passcode and whatnot, and you've got the body color door handles. And on this, you also have the side steps. And as for your mirror, You do have it in a body color here, and then the plastic piecing in the middle here. You've got your lights on the side and a side mirror camera. This does have a full 360 camera system setup, so I'll show you that inside. Over on the fender is where you will find your charging port, and it also has this cool looking F-150 Lariat in black and blue. And to open this, you just press that and it pops open, so you've got all of your plugs and whatnot, so you can utilize this. You've got all your lightings and all of that good stuff. So yeah, you can just close that off. And then you move into these very unique and very stylish looking wheels. Now these are your 20-inch wheels, and I just love the color on this. It's like a gunmetal granite type of a color, and with the truck being in black, this definitely stands out. And also, if I take a step back, you can see these look sharp with the Lightning. Also, you'll notice on the bed back here, you have the Lightning badging, and again, black and blue. All right, coming to the rear of the Lightning here, I love the look back here as well, just like the front, and I'm going to touch on that in a second. But for your bumper, again, just like the front, you do have it body color, and then of course the top sections are plastic, because if you are going to be using it as a work truck, you're going to be putting your foot on that, so you don't want anything getting scraped. You've also got your rear safety sensors that run across. There's also your hitch back here, and up by the license plate area is all of your outlets and whatnot. Now, moving into the tailgate area, you have a Ford badge right here, and then a F-150, a massive piece here that is etched in. And then you move into these very cool looking rear tail lights. Now these are LED, and just like the front, you got this beautiful light bar that stretches from end to end, and I just love the look of this. And even coming to the side here, you can see how nice this looks. And also you'll notice the black piecing like around, so your safety sensors is actually built into the light, which is pretty unique. And then right here in the middle of the light is where your reverse lights are, and then you have a rear backup camera. Let's go ahead and open up the tailgate here. So there is a button right there, as you can see, so you just press that and it is power opening. Not only that, but it's also power closing, so all you have to do is just kind of do that, or you can press the button again and it closes as well. So that's very helpful and very convenient. So let's go ahead and open this back up actually, and let me show you what we have in the bed here. So first off, you have this nice work surface where you can put like small little tools and whatnot and do all your work. And then you have this measuring section as well. And this also has the step built in to the tailgate. So all you have to do is just press this and this pops out. So down that goes. So you have your step here. And then you also have this handle. So obviously that's helpful when you're getting in and out of the bed. So that's a nice thing that Ford does, where you have the step built in. So back here you do have the spray and bed liner, which was an extra thing on this truck, and then of course all of like your hooks and everything built in. You've also got the bed lighting in here on both of the sides, and then over here you do have your 120 volt outlet. But yeah, that's pretty much it back here. So let's close this up. Now over on the rear glass here, you do have your centerpiece, which does open, and it's obviously the power opening window back here. Also, if you look at the very top, you do have a bed camera. All right, let's jump inside and take a look at what we have going on inside of this Lightning. So you can see you have this very nice and unique looking interior color combination, but like the trim and everything is typical what a F-150 would have. Like all of your space down here for your water bottle, all of that good stuff is down here. And then you do have a nice looking speaker there. This does have the Bang & Olufsen sound system, so that's nice. There's also some space right here in the middle of the door, and then you get up into your armrest area. So you have the vinyl trimming here with the unique contrast stitching there, and even like this smooth trimming here, the color on this is kind of like this unique looking gray trim. This definitely stands out. There's also a cup holder spot up here, and then you have this unique looking trimming as well, which you'll notice throughout the interior. Now this whole top section here, not only do you have more of the nice contrast stitching, but you have this trimming. And this actually reminds me of a pair of jeans, just like the texture and what it looks like, but it's very nice. Let's check out the seats in here. As you can see, like I was saying, the interior color combination this has is very unique. You've got this beautiful gray interior with the black, and this just stands out. I like how the middle sections are perforated and the side seats are actually heated, so that's definitely a plus. But yeah, this is a very, very unique color combination. Let me know in the comments down below, would you pick this color combination or would you just go with just black? Also, in the middle here, if you just pull this down, you do have your cup holders, and it's not an F-150 if you can't put up the seats here. So lifting up the seats, you do have some small storage right underneath there. So maybe you can put like tools and whatnot. And behind the driver and passenger seats, I do like how it's all the vinyl trimming here. There's no plastic or anything. And you've got the usual storage compartments on both of the sides. And I'm gonna quickly jump back here just to show you the legroom and the headroom. It's an F-150, so you're gonna have a ton of legroom and headroom, but I'm just gonna show you for the sake of the video. So as you get back here, look at the legroom, and this seat I think is in like the perfect spot. Obviously you can adjust it, but the legroom, like, come on, it's an F-150, it's a pickup truck. You're gonna have a generous amount of room back here. And even for your headroom, like, there's no issue at all. There's a ton of headroom. You don't have any restrictions. I think you should be fine. Also, on the rear console area, you do have more cup holders and then this nice chrome trimming. Down here, you do have your venting, your heated seat buttons right there, and then you do have this outlet right here. And down here, you have USB ports and a 120 volt outlet. All right, let's head to the front and see if anything else is different. So down here, your space is massive. There's 2 spots for like water bottles and whatnot, but this space is huge. And I forgot to show this in the rear, but you do have like the plain plastic right here, which is smooth. But then you have this plastic piece, which kind of has like this textured, nice designing. I don't know what to call it, but it has this and it definitely stands out. So that's a nice little touch if you do like those small little details in a vehicle. And then everything else is pretty much the same, other than your typical window side mirror controls and then your driver memory seat buttons. Let's check out the front seats. These are exactly like the rear seats. These are super nice, super comfortable, and the front seats not only come heated, but they're also ventilated, which is a pretty good thing. And I just love all of the small details, like the nice stitching and everything. Just looks super, super unique, especially in this color combination. And on the side of the seat here, you will find your seat controls. Underneath, nothing too fancy, just your foot pedals. And then this little strap here, when you do pull it, this is the manual release for the front. And then moving up here, you have your electronic parking brake, your power pedal adjustments, which is pretty good. And then here you have your front release, your tailgate button right here, and then all of your lighting controls, cluster dimmer and whatnot. And then when you move into like this area around your venting, the same trimming that I've shown you here, but I think it looks way better on this. Like, look at the nice detailing on this. Like, tell me that does not look very good. And especially with like this bronze contrast stitching and then even this bronze trimming right here, this definitely pops out at you. And this runs actually the whole dashboard, so I'll show you that inside. And your steering wheel is power adjustable. All right, entering inside of the Lightning here, when you do open the door, you have this nice animation that plays here. And then you have this Ford graphic there, which also has animation, but this definitely looks cool on the digital cluster. And even like when you start the vehicle, you do have your built for tough animation. And turning off the vehicle, you have this animation, which is pretty neat. All right, so entering inside of the Lightning here, your dashboard is in hard plastic all around. You do have a speaker there on the pillar. There's one there in the center and then on that pillar as well. And then you move into your very unique and very nice looking fully digital cluster area. This is a 12-inch area. So all of the details on this, like the little sections here and here, just stand out. And on this, obviously you can see a ton of things. So it's all controlled through here. If I just press down, you can kind of see all this information about the vehicle. And then of course, if I press menu, I have all of this here. So a ton of information that you kind of have in front of you, which is pretty good. As for the steering wheel here, this is wrapped in vinyl and it does come heated. You've got more of that nice gray trimming all around, and then this unique trimming, your Ford badge right here. And then on the left side here, you've got all of your cruise control settings, follow distance, lane keep, volume controls, and then your Bluetooth. And then over here are all of your cluster controls, your phone controls, and then your seat controls. And then on the rear, behind here, you do have your wiper controls, high beams, indicators, and all of that. And then you move into the center armrest area here. It's soft touch material, more of the contrast stitching. Something unique about this is that this does have the work surface. So as you can see, I can pull it up, but before you do that, you have to put down your shifter. So down it goes, and then you can just lift this and pop this open. So you have a nice work surface. You can put a laptop, eat your lunch, do whatever you want. You have a massive workspace right here. So closing this up here, you can also open this up and you have this tray right here that you can utilize or just pop it out. And then down here, you have a good amount of deep storage space with more USB ports inside. Also, the center console, as you can see right here, you can lock it, so that's a nice little thing. Before I go into the actual center console area here, I just want to touch on the side trimming right here. You have more of that nice gray trimming on the side, and you do have some storage space along the side as well, and that's going to be on the passenger side, so I'll show you that when I go over there. Now, on the center console itself, you saw the shifter. You can fold it down or bring it back up. You have some space right here. Maybe you can put like a phone, wallet or something, and then your cup holders. And then you have this space right here. Now this does have a cover that does slide back. So you have more of that nice trimming that you saw on the doors, more chrome trimming with this cool looking textured section. And then opening this up, like I mentioned, you have space here. You have a wireless charging area here for your phone and more USB ports. Now, before I get into the screen, you do have this little section here. You can put some coins or whatever. You've also got the Pro Trailer knob right here. And then on the right side here, you have a 12-volt outlet and a 120-volt outlet. And right below the screen, you have your defroster, your hazards, your parking sensor button right here, so you can turn them on or off, and then traction control. And then you move into this massive screen here. Now, depending on the model that you do pick, you'll either get a 12-inch screen or this, which is massive, and it's 15.5 inches. So that's a huge screen. And one thing to note also, you have more of the bronze bezeling all the way around the touchscreen here. So on this, you can do a bunch of different things, and I love how the homepage is separated into like 3-4 different areas. So you have the top section, the middle section, this little thing down here, and then all of your climate controls. So all of your climate controls are down here, along with the heated seat and vented seats for the front, and then of course the passenger side over there. There's also the heated steering wheel button right there. So I like how all of that is controlled through here. There's no actual physical buttons. So on here, if you want to go through all of the different menus, so if I just press these little dots, it's going to bring up all of the apps. So you have your radio, phone, navigation, media. You even have karaoke in this, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, charge settings, public charging, trips, just a whole boatload of things. Now I'm going to go over like the most important things here. But yeah, like all the other things are pretty basic in every single vehicle. So let's go over here, which is this backup power. So if I click this, so in this section, you can actually power your home, as it says, home power transfer. That's a very cool thing. And even if you press this little I, it tells you exactly what this does. So during a power outage, you can provide electricity to a building. So this is actually very unique that Ford has this in their vehicle. We've also got the Pro Power onboard system. So there you are. You have all of the outlets that I was showing you. You can turn them on or off. And yeah, like all of the cool little things that this has, super unique. You've also got the zone lighting, like I was mentioning on the exterior. There's lights all around the truck, so you can either turn on certain zones one at a time or just everything all at once. And there's also your towing section, so you can add a trailer, connection checklist, settings. All of that good stuff can be done through here. And since this is an EV, you also have your charge settings. So you can also set the percentage, obviously just like any other EV. So right now this is sitting at 93%, and right now I have about 369 kilometers of range. And then you also have your entertainment section. This has YouTube. You have a bunch of different games that you can play. You can even sketch something. And then if I go to this vehicle icon at the top here, here is all of your typical stuff that you find also on a vehicle that you can also fine tune and adjust. So even like your driver assistance, which you're pretty much going to be, I think, using the most. These are all your safety features that this has. So you can turn them on, off, adjust them however you want. There's also the vehicle section here. Again, just small little things that you can fine tune to your liking. So it's all done through here. And then of course you have the cameras. Like I was mentioning, this has cameras all around. You have the front view here, and then you have the top bird's eye view. So right now it's showing everything, and if I go to this little thing here, this is for your trailer, so it's not connected obviously, but when it is, you'll see it here. This one is just your front. You've got the rear, and then here you have like a panoramic front view, so a wider view. Here's the hitch camera, and you also have the bed camera, which is pretty cool. And then of course your side mirror cameras. And then if you look to the left of the screen, you do have this sensor looking thing, and it also says Blue Cruise on this. So this, it's gonna detect the person that's driving the vehicle when Blue Cruise is enabled, making sure you're not falling asleep, distracted, or anything like that. And also if you look right behind all of this on the dashboard, you have some small open storage space where you can put a phone, wallet, or something. Now up top here, you just have your rear view mirror, and then if you move further up here, you have this space for your sunglasses, and then your rear power sliding window control, interior lights, sunroof controls, sunshade controls, so all of that is right there. And here is the key for the Lightning. It's a typical Ford key, of course. And here's what the nice panoramic sunroof looks like in this, so you get a nice view of the sky. All right, let's come around to the passenger side here, and like I was mentioning, on the driver's side, you also have space on the side here. And then you have your nice dashboard paneling, and even like this part here, very, very nice. And this does open up from right here, so you can store and tuck away things in this section. And then you just have your typical glove compartment space. And here is the window sticker for this F-150 Lightning. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars, and this may be minus any rebates, discounts, or anything like that if available. All right, well, that does it for the review on this very nice 2025 Ford F-150 Lightning Lariat. Let me know in the comments down below, would you pick a Lightning over a Cybertruck? Let me know.